The following is a hockey podcast out of Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia. It'll only consist of a lot of puck talk and even more BS, or in actual words, banter and satire. Enjoy, and as always, go Canucks go.
Today's bonus episode of Locked On Canucks, let's do it. Let's answer a lot of your questions. Let's talk about Nils Hoglander possibly getting traded ASAP. And speaking of ASAP, is JT Miller returning to your Vancouver Canucks? Yes, your Vancouver Canucks to the Vancouver Canucks. I have to say that team 3 times in a row because some of y'all some idiots. Is that happening very soon? I think so. Let's talk about it.
You're Locked On Canucks, your daily podcast on the Vancouver Canucks, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
People. Welcome back to a bonus episode of Locked On Canucks. My name is Kyle Bowen. That's Kylebhawan. Trevor Beggs out there doing the work of the man, right? Of the family man, working that 8 to 4, doing his thing. He was on earlier on the feed though, right? Previewing the Wild game that's in a couple of hours. He did that with Seth over from Locked On Wild. Go check that out if you need a little pregame on the YouTube side. That being said, I'm here right now at the Don't Does Our Lab to just answer some questions, man, surrounding your Vancouver Canucks. Hey, just to get some feelings off, right? Because I'm feeling a lot of ways, a lot of noise. In fact, there was a question, right? I think from Sakaris and Price. Oh, look what I'm doing. I'm referencing another show. It is what it is. We're all connected. We're all Locked On Canucks. I mean, we're all Canucks. All right? They were talking about, or they were asking the fans, right? How do you feel about the JT Miller trade rumors? Blah, blah, blah. And dude, come on. I've already said it once. Absolute bullshit. That we're doing this. And to be honest, I grew up on Sakaris and Price. Okay, I smoked a lot of that. It made me who I am today. I can't deny that. That being said, again, it's some bullshit, okay? We're reversing the roles here, okay? Do your job and don't try to be the main character. AKA, leave JT Miller alone. Speaking of which, I think there was a rumor, not a rumor. Rick Dhaliwal said something, and I may be paraphrasing, but that the Canucks are hoping Miller comes back soon. Right? That's positive. That's a good thing. I'll talk about that. Because there is that possibility. I think, and again, take your time. Who knows what happened? Blah, blah, blah. Just do you. Hockey is not that important. But again, there is that chance that out of nowhere, possibly as soon as this week, JT Miller's back. Right? A couple more home games at the end of the week. You just never know. And if that's the case, that's beautiful. Miller's doing what he loves, right? And that's playing for the Canucks, playing hockey, being around the boys. One of those boys, Elias Pettersson, ripping it up right now. And I want to see the Canucks, again, moving in a way where they're led by 2 number 1 centers. And we've waited quite some time to see that because it's been a while since both these guys, were doing their thing at the same time. And maybe, just maybe, we're getting that, back soon. Who knows? JT Miller, take your time. But when it does happen, I'm just so excited to see what that version of the Vancouver Canucks looks like. That is just the truth. Now, let's touch on Nils Hoglander in a bit as well. But first, let's answer some questions, okay? Some Canucks questions here on Locked On Canucks. I guess it's not a question, it's a comment. It comes from Andrew. Yes, one of my favorites. Speaking of which, join the Discord. He's saying that Miller won't go anywhere. He's a Canuck through and through. Hopefully, he's feeling better. Exactly. That's what it's all about. The sun is shining. It's December. It's the end of the year. Even me, right? I feel as if more so than ever, I'm quote unquote going through it, going through the motions. reflecting a lot. It's just the type of person I am. Sometimes it gets a little gray. Sometimes it gets too gray for some people, right? And you just gotta, step away. When it gets too emotional, you just gotta not work. Just be a human being. Because that's what life's all about too, more so than work. That is just the truth. Especially when others are involved, right? Like your friends, your families, your teammates, your colleagues. Like you just got to take care of yourself. All right? Be the best version of you so you can be the best version of yourself to others. A good friend, a good teammate. One love to JT Miller. And yeah, he's a Canucks through and through. A Canuck through and through. All this, again, all the BS, all the rumors. Just pissing me off. Like, are people stupid or are you dumb? Like, do the math. This dude wants out the same dude who's been playing through injury all season long. Did I mention it's still early in the season? And here this guy is playing through, I don't want to say a severe injury, but yo, this guy's hurt. So that guy doesn't, like, he's playing hurt for a team that he doesn't want to be a part of? What? Are you stupid or are you dumb? Or do you just want clicks? Crazy, man. Unreal. People out here really thinking they bigger than the hockey player that you get paid to analyze or report on. That's some stupid ish, man. Next question. This comes from SK93. People need to stop speculating. Nobody outside the team knows what's happening. Look, I'm sorry if I'm speculating today by saying, hey, maybe he'll be back soon. I don't know. Again, something in my heart told me that last night. Then I saw something on Twitter that was like, okay, maybe he is coming back soon, right? Who knows? The Canucks hope he comes back soon. One love to that. That's a positive thing. All the other stuff, though, to me, it is negative, and it's like, dude, you wanna cause more noise, and I hate that whole like what's that thing that the whole rhetoric, right? Oh, this is a hockey crazed market. The fans want to know. The fans want to hear our opinions on these rumors. It's like, what? Some do, but some would rather, talk more about Pius Suter than create more noise for a guy that left the team for personal reasons at the moment. Oh, and that guy happens to be JT Miller, one of the top 10 offensive players in the league when he's on. And we saw what this guy did in the playoffs at points, right? He's a dog. You need a guy like this on the team. Yet you want to, contribute to the noise. That is, again, backwards. So backwards, okay? That being said, can we talk about Nils Hoglander just a bit? Right? The trade rumors there are a thing. I know a little negative, but you can do the math. Rick Tocchet not really enjoying anything, Nils Hoglander, and he showed that at times even through his 24-goal season last year, right? Guy was still a healthy scratch then. A healthy scratch through big times in the season, in the playoff. Like, dude, Tocchet, not a big Hoglander fan. Hoglander also playing, like 6 to 7 minutes a game games at some points during this road trip, right? That's weird. That's sad. That's a fact. That A, he's got to get better, and B, he's probably getting shopped. And I don't know how I'm feeling about that because I really like Nils Hoglander. I think outside of the skill, there is another layer of a player there that doesn't need to just, produce offense to be a dog, to be a factor in the game. Again, look at somebody like Kiefer Sherwood, always in the action, whether he's scoring or not. Like there's that type of player there, Nils Hoglander. That being said, I just feel as if he seems defeated. He seems lost. He's taking this personal. He's unable to run with the punches that Tocchet metaphorically has given him. Sometimes a change of scenery is needed. All that being said, like Nils Hoglander, you're going to trade how old is this guy? 23, 24, 14 years old? Like, this guy is young. And at his best, again, an outlier. 24 even strength goals last year as well. Like, there's something there. And I guess you have to do it considering, like, what Hronek is possibly going through right now and how long it might take for him to get back in the lineup. Right? You might need a defenseman more than ever, and Hoglander's like your your best chip, not named a first-round pick or not named Willander, Lecker when it comes to getting a rental in, which, again, scares me. It is what it is. But, hey, that's life. That's life. Let's get to more comments. Look at this one from Matt Folger, okay? Hoglander is starting games with mistakes, icing the puck with his first touch of the game. Can't latch on the pucks along the boards and get it over the blue line. It's sad to see. Yeah, this dude is not confident right now. He has the yips. He can't even make a pass when he's in the offensive zone with the puck. He's waiting too long, or the puck is getting stolen off his stick, or the pass just sucks. Again, this guy is going through it. And how do you find your game? You know, like playing with Atu Ratu or just playing in the bottom six and just there's ways to do it. Like we talked about, like tap into the key for sure with thing. But a part of me feels as if he's taking it again personal and has had enough of not having a long leash and not getting enough opportunity, maybe in the top six. Like he just had enough. He looks bored out there. He looks borderline pathetic, to be honest. Man, oh man. Sucks to see, but there's another game to get today against the Wild, right? Maybe he does something. And dude, I even thought about this. You know what's really sad about this is if Nils Hoglander did have a really strong start to the season this year after coming off a 24-goal campaign and then starting within the top 6 or the top 9 of this team. Like I wonder if again with the strong start he would be in consideration for Team Sweden, right? Because that announcement is coming out tomorrow, and again, an outlier, man. When Hoglander is at his best, when he's a piece of shit, when he's like scoring goals, when he's just all over the net, when he's annoying players, when he's drawing penalties and not taking penalties, this dude needs to stop taking penalties. I get scared of him taking penalties based on the look that Taka gives him, okay? I feel like my dad is looking at me. It's crazy. All in all, I wonder, again, if he was at his best, if he would be in consideration for Team Sweden. Because, again, I truly believe, I got the eye test, been watching hockey for a long time. I think Nils Hoglander can be really, really good and really, really important. And let me know, would you trade him for a rental this year? I feel like the answer is yes, based on needs, but aren't you scared of that? Again, let us know. One more comment or question before we get to break. Where's this one going? Okay, right here. Jason Henderson. Jason Henderson. Yo, that last name, it sounds like the name of a principal. Mr. Henderson. Okay, anyways, he's saying that we should get a general manager that will walk the walk instead of just being all talk. He said he would fix the blue line, but he has not. So quit putting. Okay, just quit talking. Jason is saying quit. Just stop talking. Get a defenseman, Patrick Allvin. Fix it now. And we touched on this like last week when I got emotional and didn't take a shower for 2 days and slept over at my parents' house. The Pittsburgh Penguins kicked our ass, and there I was again, waking up feeling a little hungover, and saying that this team, from my perspective, doesn't deserve a reward right now. They've gotten their ass kicked too many times through the first 22 games, the first 21 games of the year. Again, 5 to 6 defeats looked so bad. Do you really want to blow assets right now for this version of this team? And again, I was thinking from Alvin and Rutherford's perspective, and I was like, you know what? Let's be more patient. Let them earn this. And that didn't necessarily mean like another 20-game sample size, right? And maybe that was the energy I was given again last week, that they needed that. But hey, maybe letting this team prove it only needed to, be a schedule that lasted a week. Because the Canucks win today, and now they're at home for a couple games toward the end of the week and at the start of next week. Like they have some time to work the lines. I would not be surprised that again, if the Canucks beat the Minnesota Wild tonight, Alvin's like, okay, let's do it. After losing Miller, then Hronek, and already not having Demko, these guys did that. Let's reward them. Let's make a trade. And maybe that's when Alvin will talk the walk, as Principal Henderson is demanding. Damn. Principal Henderson, not a fan of Alvin right now. Relax. Come on, dude. Just breathe a little. It's sunny outside. Do one of those and feel it in your lungs. It's all good at Applewood, okay? Chill out. Let's cut the break. Ask more comments. I'm just going to be reading questions and comments, okay? Canucks Questions here on Locked On Canucks. We're having fun. Bonus episode. Again, go check out Beggsy's pregame conversation with Seth. They covered that wild Canucks game that's happening in a couple hours. And yeah, we'll get back to talking about everything Canucks in a couple of minutes. But first, a shout out to, who is it, FanDuel and PrizePicks? I believe so. Here on Locked On Canucks.
The following is a hockey podcast out of Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia.
Okay. Today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. FanDuel doing the thing, man. All season long in the NFL. Make your Christmas better with FanDuel? That's not the tagline. But hey, there's a couple more weeks left before Santa Claus arrives. And you could do something, again, with FanDuel. America's #1 sportsbook when it comes to the NFL and its action. And right now, get this, okay? New customers. They can do what? Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. That is Merry Christmas, okay? The FanDuel Sportsbook gives you everything you need to place live bets on the NFL all in one place. So when you get the hunch in the middle of the game, you can check out the latest stats, view play-by-play, and do so much more on the same page where you place your bets. Again, it's efficient. So visit FanDuel.com and join today. You'll get started with what? $150 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet. That is Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. That is something else. Happy life. Anyways, visit FanDuel.com to make this all happen. Never waste a hunch and make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sportsbook of the NFL. Boom, bam, boom. PrizePicks helping us out here on Locked On, okay? Doing their thing. And PrizePicks, it just makes it fun, man. As your daily fantasy bet placeholder to just make things happen. Because you don't need a lot. Okay, what is PrizePicks, okay? It's the best place to get real money on real sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, PrizePicks has not only made fantasy sports accessible to all, it's made it what? Easy to win, okay? You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to get up to what? 100 times your cash. All right, run your game and do so on PrizePicks. They also got something called Community Picks, okay? For real. It makes things fun. Makes things easy. And it makes things interactive. Are you a fan of Drewski? Some UFC champions? How about Joe Budden? How about some? You never know. Maybe Quinn Hughes is on PrizePicks, putting his picks out there and there. Who knows? But if he is, you can find it on the Community Picks, okay? Just follow along. Join the troops. Right? Win as a team. You can do that on PrizePicks. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play with $5. You don't even need to win, okay, to get that $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. PrizePicks also offers what? Weekly promotions that lead to big payouts, okay, including Taco Tuesday, which is what? Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts what? Selected player projections up to 25% to provide even more value on your lineups. This is something else. Hey, what's the over-under in goals today? Can we bet on that? Probably. Hey, it's Kaprizov. What's that? The over-under 2.5 points? Is Quinn Hughes at the same thing? I know that's a lot. But remember, these guys scored 17 goals in one game in Minnesota the last time around. That's something else. Go find it, make some bets, and win on PrizePicks. Download the app today and use code LOCKEDONNHL. That's LOCKEDON NHL to get $50 instantly after you place your $5 lineup. That's a beautiful thing, man. Let's return to the show. And again, one left to PrizePicks. People. We back doing this, answering your comments and your questions on this bonus edition of Locked On Canucks. Once again, one love to FanDuel and PrizePicks. Hey, one love to the Dondos Art Lab for giving us that West Coast bias on the daily. All right. Unreal. A lot of Miller talk, a lot of Hoglander talk. It's one of those things. It's one of those things that makes me believe that you can't fall in love with players so much, right? As a fan, again, I don't want to see Hoglander go. A part of me feels like he's going to get traded, and the immediate episode after the trade is going to be full of a little bit of disappointment because I don't know how much value this guy brings you. I know he's locked up at some good value for the next 4 years, including this year. But again, he has what, 2 goals? It feels like he has no goals this year, and we're going to use him as a big part of a trade to get a defenseman. It just what defenseman are we getting? Are we getting another Noah Juleson for that? What? Well, exactly. Those guys don't come cheap. And right now, Nils Hoglander is playing thrifty, playing you. He's not even the same player. Not even, thrifty is the wrong word. He's playing so bad right now. And he might be part of a trade, man. Are we doing what? What's that saying, man? Pennies to the dollar. Are we trading Nils Hoglander at pennies at the dollar? Pennies at the loony. I'm going loony. Let's just read some comments. Man, oh man. Where was this comment that I want to read? Something about Hoglander, Demko, Shelov's in the package. Who said that? Come on. There it is. SK93. I think the team is waiting for Demko to come back before a trade. Maybe a Hoglander and Shelov's package for a D-man. That's bold. SK93, are you Trevor? Because Trevor's been talking about this, okay? Trevor's been talking about trading Artur Shelovs. Maybe. Just maybe. Does that dude have any cachet? Yo, if you're trading Hoglander and Shelovs this year, how much value did those guys have? Those guys are playing 9th round picks, okay? Shelovs, one of the worst goals against averages in the league. One of the worst save percentages in the league. He's had a handful of starts. Nils Hoglander playing 6 minutes a game? What? What defenseman you getting for that, man? Lucas Spiza? Are you getting another Vincent Darnay? What's going on there? Hey, if you're trading Hoglander and Shelovs, can you package Vincent Darnay to go the other way too? I wonder if we're going to see a move like that too. And I wonder who's going to play tonight. Is Vincent Darnay, who was on for every Red Wings goal on Sunday? That was noted in the Discord by Mother Nucker early on. I couldn't believe it. It's the truth. Dude, is that guy getting replaced by Mark Friedman today? And we've seen Alvin do it in the past too, right? Just trade away his bad decisions. Kuzmenko, healthy scratch today. What did Alvin do after, signing him to a 2-year extension months and months later? He traded him. Didn't care. I wonder if he trades Vincent Darnay ASAP as well, man. Next comment. Okay, SK93 again saying I was right about Darnay. He's been terrible. Dude, I didn't want to be right. I wanted to be proven wrong because he's getting paid $2 million. That's a lot of money. This is a dude you pay $750,000. But now he's got $2 million. Congratulations. For some, that's generational money. Thank you very much. Vincent Darnay is saying that. That being said, this science project, and it is a science project. It really is. Right? Because if they signed him for his size, his personality, his skating, maybe they're okay, we can put the pieces together and maybe, just maybe, we can do some Frankenstein-like-ish and turn this guy to the next Zadorov, right? Because that happened here. They lost Zadorov and they thought they could make a Zadorov out of Vincent Darnay. Let's be real. And that's not going to happen, especially this year in the NHL. I wonder if there still is a chance, though, for this science experiment to be more efficient in Abbotsford. And he seems like a jolly guy. I mean, I don't think he'd mind going to Abbotsford. Abbotsford's a good place, right? It's cool. They got a Carl's Jr. there, I believe. A Cactus Club in Abbotsford? Of course. Come on. Anywho, that science experiment has to take place there. I think we'll save some money, too. This team in quote-unquote cap hell, they don't want to go on the LTIR. Vincent Darnay, if he's not traded, he's going to be He's got to be playing in Abbotsford, okay? ASAP. Next comment. This one comes from Jason McCoy. I feel like Hoglander isn't playing that bad. It's more that he has no ice time and is sitting on the fourth line. I don't know about that. You know what's crazy about Hoglander? He's not playing a lot, but anytime he's on the ice, I feel like the puck is following him, right? He has opportunities to do things, and more often than not, he's making a mistake, and then when the puck's not on the stick, he's taking a penalty. Like, he's just been that bad. He's down and out. He doesn't know what to do. He's lost. I don't know. Like, dude, what's going to happen here? And when's it going to change? And based out of desperation, again, Hronik's out for a while, quote unquote. I think they're going to trade this guy ASAP, man. Maybe they're not playing Hoglander a lot because they don't want him to get hurt. I don't know. All in all, I just again, catch me on an episode of Locked On Canucks the day he gets traded. Let's see how I'm feeling. Okay. Oh, I like this comment though. Hey, Kebner, man. Hey, shout out to the best Trevor on Canucks YouTube, okay? There's nobody better than Kepner Canucks. Straight up, go search him on YouTube and have some fun. He's saying that he did a video on a report, a quote-unquote report. What is that? What is a quote-unquote report? Think about that. That's some Illuminati stuff. Anyways, the Canucks and the Predators may be working on a trade, okay? Hoglander and Darnay for Luke Schenn and Gustav Nyquist? Okay. Damn. How do I feel about that? I think Luke Schenn has, an extra year on his contract too? What's he getting paid? Probably under $3 million? Anywhere from $2 to $3 million? Luke Schenn played well with Quinn Hughes. Luke Schenn, a good locker room guy. Luke Schenn, physical. Luke Schenn likes to fight. Luke Schenn, is he a poor man's Zadorov or only a couple attribute points away from being a Zadorov? If Luke Schenn could skate as good as Zadorov, would Luke Schenn be as good? Again, better player than Vincent Darnay. Luke Schenn, Gustav Nyquist for Hoglander and Vincent Darnay. Am I making that trade? Damn. I don't think so. I think there's another way to get Luke Schenn back. Hoglander. Okay, again, see, here's our problem. Here's my problem, okay? I'm overvaluing Hoglander too much, right? Anyways, next comment. Look at this comment from Matt Folger, and I think he's rebuttaling to some people in the comments who are still trolling Elias Pettersson. Okay, Elias Pettersson, 16 points in 11 games, has been very, very strong as a two-way player during that stretch as well. You can see him warming up. If he shoots the puck, he probably has 5 more points as well. Again, I'm not worried about Pettersson, and so isn't Matt Folger, okay? Pettersson only produces points, he kills penalties, and he plays a 200-foot game. He also stabilizes the whole roster. He never dives, but since he falls down sometimes, some bros performatively hate on him. Yeah. Again, I think Pettersson always falling down when he's not picking up points is, he's just you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? It's annoying. It irks the gears. But hey, if you're still complaining about him engaging along the boards and, sometimes falling while he's picking up 16 points in 11 games, also skating his ass off in recent history, playing well in the defensive zone, like I said, and also laying the boom. He's supplied 2 or 3 of the biggest hits of the season for Canucks players during this small stretch of momentum for him. Then you're watching the wrong game, and you're also just not happy. Okay, again, go outside, breathe some air, drink some water. You ever drink out of a nice water bottle while looking at the sun? And while smelling the crisp winter air in Vancouver, you ever do that? You need to do that right now. Because if you're complaining about Pettersson right now, you're a little confused. No JT Miller, no Brock Besser at times during this stretch of momentum for Elias Pettersson. Now no Philip Hronik. We need Pettersson to continue what he's doing and get better. I think Pettersson's going to get better. While, again, he's coming off of this 16 points in 11 game stretch. Next comment. Look at this one from Harry Vesinen. Okay, wait, hold on. Vesinen, is that a Finnish last name? Anyways, this guy's saying Tocchet is the wrong coach for Swedish players. What does that even mean? Yo, one of the toughest Swedish players of all time, Peter Forsberg, okay? And I'm going to go on that little rant again, right? It doesn't make a lot of sense to some people because we view the game differently. But here's the truth. Elias Pettersson, at times, especially when he's engaged physically, remember that reverse hit also in Game 6 of that Oilers series. This guy, he's a little dirty sometimes. Hey, he reminds me of Peter Forsberg. The dude's not afraid, and he's got all the skill in the world. When he's on, he's on. I think Rick Tocchet's the perfect coach for an excited Elias Pettersson. So elaborate more, okay? The wrong coach for Swedish players. What is a Swedish player? Like what? I don't know. You get what I'm saying? I feel like Swedish players are way closer to Canadian players, whatever this means. You know what I'm saying? Than any other country comparison. So I don't agree with the comment, and I also just want to say I think Rick Tocchet is the perfect coach for Elias Pettersson. Next question. What's going on here, man? Like, look at you guys just fight in the comments, man. I like it. Defending Pettersson, you got to do what you got to do. Look at this quote from Infamous, okay? Gustav Nyquist had 75 points last season. That would be a steal for the Canucks. No way Nashville would do that. Okay, so Rev Trev, that dude, the best Trevor on YouTube from the Canucks, right? I don't know any other Trevors that do it like Rev Trev. I wish I did. I wish I had a podcast with a Trevor like that. It's a damn shame. That dude brought up the whole Hoglander and Darnay for Luke Schenn and Gustav Nyquist. Gustav Nyquist, Hoglander. Okay. I'm trying to close my eyes and think about this Nashville series that happened months and months and months and months ago. And to be honest, Gustav was one of Nashville's best players. He really was. Right? I feel like he was in and around of a lot of their chances. They don't have a lot of top-end talent, but there he was off a career year playing pretty well. And Infamous is saying this is a steal. If Hoglander goes the other way, how old is Hoglander? 23, 24, 12 years old, 18 years old? Like, the guy's so young. He's played a lot of games. You're trading that guy and Darnay for Nyquist and Shannon. If Infamous is Alvin, you do it in a heartbeat. Okay. Well, let that simmer in. I'm going to answer one more comment. Look at this comment from Harry. The same dude, the Swedish dude, apparently Harry Vesinen. Vesinen, again, he's a Swedish dude. He's saying that you don't challenge players in the public. I guess you're referring to Rick Tocchet at times doing that this season, at times last season, and I agree to a point. To be honest, I already called Tocchet out for this early on in the season because I felt as if it was getting old and it wasn't the way to move forward with this group because the media, right? The same people that are already some of us, if you consider us the media, some of us are already trading JT Miller. You know what I'm saying? We're a little crazy, ridiculous. Anything for the clicks. I just feel as if in year, what would this be? Year 2 full-time for Rick Tocchet? Some would say year 2.5. It's now time for him to be not as transparent with his displeasure towards some of his individual players through the media, okay? If you got anything to say and you want more from Hoglander, you want more from Pettersson, you just keep it in the room. And you protect the players that way. And it may be lamer for podcasters and whatnot, but it's all good at Applewood because we're trying to win a Stanley Cup, and that's how you keep the boys together. So I remember talking about this weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Rick Tocchet, you don't need to voice your displeasure, show some energy to the media. It's that stuff can get old, and just a lot of winning to do here, and a lot of culture shifting, and the core is there. Like Quinn Hughes is a captain of the team. That guy's so serious, uber serious. He happens to be a top 3 player in hockey right now, the MVP of the league right now. Just handle your business internally. That guy's a leader too. You want more out of your players, do it privately. And there's a recipe here for the next evolution of the Vancouver Canucks. I believe that. Anyways, I got one more comment to read. I love this show, man. Harry, man, the top commenter of the day, man. Harry Vesinen saying he's been a CEO for 25 years. The same rules apply there as well. Round of applause. Can we hit the button? There? Yo, Harry, man, join the Discord, link in the bio. I'm trying to get some live calls going for future episodes. We need you on the show, man. We need the boss. Is Harry Vesinen the new boss of Locked On Canucks? Sorry. Find out in the future. Anywho, my name's Kyle Bound, KYLEBHAWAN. If you enjoyed today's program, hit the like button. It really does help us out a lot. Me and Trevor still trying to cop tickets for Nelly Furtado, or actually, we thought of something really like this. Listen to how romantic this is, right? Women, they love intimacy, okay? So what if me and Trevor bought our girlfriends Canucks tickets, okay? So they could kind of like understand us more. Think about how romantic that is for Christmas. Anyways, hit the like button and help us get there. Also, subscribe if you're new and you enjoyed yourself. One love to you and you and you and you. One love to the Locked On Podcast Network. Again, it's your Canucks every day. They established that culture for Trevor and I to follow. And we told them straight up, it's already like that, baby. This is going to work. And look at where we're at. Literally living the dream. Speaking of the dream, in a couple hours, the Canucks play the Minnesota Wild. Enjoy the game. After the game, of course, you already know the deal. We'll be right here. Have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good night. We don't know when you're watching this live on YouTube or when you're, listening to this on your podcast platform, but we truly do appreciate it. Go Canucks go and enjoy the game. Peace.